Hey guys, Josie here doing our third vlog for our final semester. So here are the questions. What are your favorite services and why? My favorite services are plastics, neuro, and podiatry. I've always liked plastics even before I started the tech program. I think plastics is the coolest because you get to see the results right away, which I think is awesome. It makes it really rewarding because you get to actually see them, because most of the time we don't get to see how the patient is after we perform the surgery. So being able to see it at the end of the case is really cool. I like neuro because I think the anatomy is awesome. I think the brain is just a magical thing to be able to work with, and the spine is very cool too, especially doing all the big spine cases. I think are just so detail oriented, and being able to see vertebrae and the spinal cord. I mean, you don't get to see that stuff every day, so being able to be in those services when I was at Munson was really cool. And podiatry, so I'm not a huge ortho person. I just think that it takes a special person to like ortho and want to do ortho. And I will do it, and I don't mind it. I just have other specialties I like more. But podiatry, I think, is actually pretty cool because the many cases I've gotten to do at the surgery center are pretty cool, and I think it's just a step down from the totals that I do, and like the rotator cuff repairs and stuff, and those are some pretty extreme cases, like the total hips and total knees, and doing the hammer toe corrections are a step down and a little more comfortable for me. What are your least favorite services and why? I definitely am not, I don't like eyes. I've never liked eyes. I think eyes, it's just very repetitive, just because we've been in cataract so much. So it's just very repetitive, and I mean, that makes it really, really hard to enjoy. I really don't like urology. I don't really have a big interest in it. Not like the other specialties where I find them very intriguing. So definitely those two. Where do you feel most confident, least confident, and why? I feel pretty confident. General, I feel confident in. I feel confident in eyes. I feel confident in GYN, urology. Some of the ortho, like hands and feet, I'm pretty decently confident. Plastics, some cases, yeah, but plastics and the big ortho cases and neuro, just because I haven't worked in it much, makes it hard for me to have a lot of confidence due to the fact that I'm not aware of all of the cases and what we need for the cases, the instrumentation and whatnot. Is there a service you see yourself working in as a graduate? Honestly, I can see myself working in all of them except eyes. I really don't want to do eyes. But I definitely would love to do Plastics. Would love to do plastics. I wouldn't mind podiatry. And I wouldn't mind general. I think I would do most of the specialties. Is this different from what you first envisioned as your service of choice when you started the program? And what do you think has influenced your decision? I knew that I was going to want to do plastics, so I definitely stayed true to wanting to pursue my career as a tech in plastics. But podiatry, in the beginning, I definitely was not interested in ortho, just because for me a big thing is I can't see bones the way they're not supposed to be. So, if someone comes in with, a bone sticking out of their leg, that just to me is like, it's very hard to take. And so I really was like, oh my gosh, patients are going to come in with bones sticking out and I'm going to have to hammer all these things. It's not like that. And so I was really surprised that I like ortho enough to actually want to work in the service. So that was surprising. Let's see what else. What do you think has influenced your decision? Working in plastics, I think just seeing the results really helps with enjoying what you're doing, just because everyone gets to see, the work that the doctor did, and that's a really, really cool, rewarding area to work in. And working, with a preceptor I had at the surgery center made the experience so awesome. Like, I would never change anything about the way I learned with that preceptor. He taught a lot, and he really made me interested in the specialty, because he made me do everything on my own, and that's where I believe I excelled the best. At this point, what do you think has been the most challenging skill aspect of surgical technology for you? Okay. What do you think has been the most challenging skill aspect? I think the most challenging is just, that's hard. At the surgery center, you get repetition, which I think is really awesome. And at Munson, we really weren't getting that a lot, not like at the surgery center. And so, I learned things really well by repetition. The more I do, the more I see, the better I'll be able to do it on my own. And I think that not being able to perform these surgeries as much, I think kind of inhibited my growth in those specialties. But skill-wise, I don't really know. I'd say a difficult thing is going from, one preceptor to another and one surgery to another, trying to balance what you've learned before and now. It's really difficult. I mean, I pride myself on having a really good memory and being able to memorize and remember things well. And sometimes we get new people who do things differently and don't really like the way you do them, so they try to change them. And so it's really hard because it's kind of like you're starting over every single day, and it's really hard to catch a like a really good grip on how to perform these surgeries when you're being changed, I guess, every time you come to the back table to perform it. So that's a really big feat that I have right now. And so now that I've been there at the surgery center for, I think we have 4 weeks, maybe 3 weeks left. I think it's 3 weeks left. I've kind of come accustomed to all the people, so they know me enough to let me set up the table on my own, which has been nice. But in the beginning, it was really hard because they were all like, "Nope, nope, nope, I don't like you doing this," and "Who were you with yesterday? Because I don't like the way you're doing this." And but I don't know. I'm excited to be done though, and see if I can see what I can do with the skills and knowledge that I've gained moving forward in my career. So hopefully I thrive. But yeah, that's all I have for now. Let me make sure there's no more questions. And yeah, that's a wrap. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.